Grammar on the move. First and second conditional.
So, Helen, what are you going to do when you leave school?
I want to study acting, but it's difficult to get into drama school. If I don't get into drama school, I'll apply to study theatre at university.
That sounds fun. Do you want to be an actress?
Yes, I do, but it's very competitive. If I can't get a job as an actress, I'll probably train to be a teacher instead. Of course, if I got a part in a film now, I wouldn't need to go to university.
You never know. You might get lucky.
Hi, Martin. How are you getting along with your college applications?
Well, I've applied to study English, but I think I want to be a lawyer in the future. Unless I change my course to law, I won't be able to train as a lawyer.
Why don't you change your course from English to law? Provided you get high enough grades, you can study law instead.
I don't know if I can get the grades. I won't be able to pass my exams unless I start studying every night.
I'm sure you'll get the grades if you work hard.
Hey, Tony, have you sent off your college application yet?
No, I haven't finished it yet. I need to apply to one more college, but I can't decide which one.
You should apply to a really good one. If you get into a top university, you will easily get a job in the future.
I've already applied to some good universities. If I don't get high enough grades, I might not get a place anywhere.
Have you applied for a sports scholarship? If you win a sports scholarship, you can study at that American university.
I thought about it, but there's a lot of competition. And even if I did win a scholarship, my parents wouldn't let me study in America.
Conditional sentences are sentences with two parts. A condition clause that usually begins with if, and the consequence of the condition. Put simply, conditionals express the idea, if this happens, this is the result. Look at this sentence. If you win a sports scholarship, you can study at that American university. The first clause is the conditional clause. The second clause is the consequence clause. The order of the two clauses in a conditional can change, and the meaning stays the same. So it is also correct to say, you can study at that American university if you win a sports scholarship. The only difference is that we don't use a comma to separate the two clauses. We use the first conditional to express a present or future situation, which we think is real or probable. We form the first conditional like this. If plus present simple, will plus verb. There are some variations on this, as we will see. Look at these examples. If I don't get into drama school, I'll apply to study theatre at university. If I can't get a job as an actress, I'll probably train to be a teacher instead. If I don't get high enough grades, I might not get a place anywhere. Notice in the last example we use might instead of will. We can also use other modal verbs instead of will, such as can, should, and must. We sometimes use unless instead of if in first conditional sentences. Unless means if not. Look at this example. Unless I change my course, I won't be able to train as a lawyer. This means the same as, if I don't change my course, I won't be able to train as a lawyer. Now look at this example of the first conditional. Provided you get high enough grades, you can study law at university. Here we use the word provided instead of if. Provided means the same as if, but it is more formal. We use the second conditional to express a present or future situation which we think is imaginary, impossible, or not probable. We form the second conditional like this: if plus past simple, would plus verb. Again, there are some variations on this, as we will see. Look at this example. If I got a part in a film, I wouldn't need to go to university. Here, the speaker is saying that she doesn't think it is likely that she will get a part in a film, but if this happens, university will not be necessary. Now look at this example. Even if I won a scholarship, my parents wouldn't let me study in America. Here the speaker is saying he does not think it is likely that he will get a scholarship, but if this happens, his parents will not let him go to America. Grammar on the move.